fun as we get towards the end of the year. First of all, can we just take a moment? I'm sure everyone else is saying this on the internet, but 2020 was the year that never ended. It was like 1,000 days long. 2021, I feel like it was just March of 2020 yesterday. I don't know where 2021 went. Hoping 2022 just runs its regular course. Like, we just need a nice normal year. As we get to the end of the year, it's time to start taking stock, look forward to the next year, think about resolutions, and also clean out all the crap that is accumulating in my Empties drawer. So that is what we're going to do today. I'm gonna just start digging through this and I'll give you my impressions, my thoughts. You know the drill. Okay, I'm gonna start with what I have the most of. If you haven't heard me mention this, you've missed a lot of videos. This is the Trusted Lab extra strength night gummies with melatonin. It's the 1,500 milligram strength. There is a 750 milligram strength, which I started with. And then I thought, hey, if this works great, why not try the one that's twice as strong? And I never looked back. So I have to share with you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. It does not mean that I haven't done an Empties in 6 months, although it might. But Michael uses these too. So we do go through these pretty quickly. I never skip a night. Michael only uses them occasionally. He doesn't do it every night like I do, but I absolutely love these. And to address some of the most common questions, this is not addictive. It is not a replacement for a sleeping pill. It doesn't work like Ambien where it knocks you out and you can't wake up. It helps me fall asleep rather quickly. It helps me stay asleep and I wake up in the morning refreshed and I feel just fine. Unlike like if you took Benadryl and you feel all groggy the next morning or some kind of sleeping pill and you just wake up. And if you need to wake up in the middle of the night, you will be able to wake up, no problem. And I speak from experience because we've had a few dogs who thought that 2 o'clock in the morning was a great time to throw up all over the bed. So no, all right, so a lot of those. And then one empty, is there any? Nope, of their wellness gummies. This one has CBD, vitamin C, and zinc. And this is reminding me I need to place an order for another one because it's always good to have a little extra vitamin C and zinc, and especially now. So I just take this in the morning with my regular vitamins as well. A lot of skincare. I think all the rest, except for one thing, is actually skincare, or hair care. So the non-skincare and hair care is yet another tube of the Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift. However, I didn't try that trick where I take out the stopper inside. So I'm gonna set this aside, take out the stopper. You need either really strong tweezers or needle nose pliers to pull it out and see how much more I can get out of this. As far as hair care goes, I have a few things. One thing I accidentally threw out, but I wanna share with you. Colin Rothschild, the standout here. I have an empty tube of the Protect and Perfect Styling Cream. I used this up actually yesterday and I already have my backup opened and in my under sink area. And same with this, the Smooth and Shine Hair Serum. Let me tell you about this and how I use them. Let me back up. So I make a little cocktail when I get out of the shower. I towel dry my hair a little bit and then I do like a little squeeze of the styling cream and a pump of the serum, mix it together and then run it all through my hair and then style as usual. To finish off my hair, on most days, I will add a little more of the Shine Serum, especially to the ends and to the top for flyaways. There is something magical about this. You cannot add too much. It just absorbs and absorbs and absorbs and your hair never ever looks greasy. You cannot put too much Shine Serum in it. However, by accident on a trip, I discovered that the styling cream in a pinch works really well to tame frizzies and flyaways and kind of lock in your hairstyle, especially when it's really humid. We were in Mississippi. I forgot to pack the Shine Serum, but I did have my styling cream. And on dry hair, I just used a tiny bit, rubbed it between my fingers and did the same thing. So on really humid days, I don't even bother with the Shine Serum at the end. I just add a little bit more of this. And it doesn't make my hair look dirty or weigh it down. And I have very fine, thin hair and it works great. What I don't have to show you, I don't know why I threw it out, is my empty tub of the Quench and Shine, I think it's called, the hair mask / conditioner. I squeezed out every last drop of that because it's currently on back order. Their manufacturer shut down for COVID, and so they're way behind in production for that particular product. So the only way to get your hands on the famous Colleen Rothschild hair mask conditioner is to buy the travel set of her hair products. So I will link that below because I have a few of them and I'm just like kind of like rationing it out and I so desperately miss it. And if you follow me on Instagram, I will definitely put up a post or a story when that comes back in stock, but it's not going to be till next year. I also used up the Olaplex number 3. This is for repairing and strengthening. People rave about this. I don't know. I don't know what it did, but I used it all up. It made my hair feel nice and soft. I don't know. People ask, so I wanted to share the deodorant that deodorant and antiperspirant. I think I've stated this many times. I'm not into the natural deodorant thing. It's not just that I don't want to smell. I also don't want to be soaking wet. I live in Texas. I can't be wet. It's gross. So I need to not smell and also stay dry. And the Mitchum 48-hour shower fresh. Well, I have it in shower fresh. I just bought it in a totally different scent. But the Mitchum 48-hour antiperspirant and deodorant is the best. And I can tell you from experience, having worn it for almost 48 hours straight, it really does work. That was an all-nighter that turned into a 2-day thing before I could shower. So it works. And it was a stressful time and it ended up being in Mississippi in the summer and I still didn't sweat. So it definitely works. This is the Isle of Paradise self-tanning drops in dark. I do like them. I do also find it to be a little more work than I am willing to put up with because self-tanning is already a pain in the you-know-what. So I personally prefer my Loving Tan to just instantaneously tan myself. If I want a more gradual tan, the Tan Luxe, is it the gradual or the body butter? I can't remember. I'll list below. Those are the two that I prefer to use. So I don't think I'll repurchase this again. Now it's all skincare. Let's stick with brands, shall we? Okay, first off, a couple of bottles of, I'm sure there's more. Maybe it's only been a few months since I've done this. These are my empty Curology tubes. I get my tretinoin, which is the generic name for Retin A, through Curology. It is a prescription. You have to go online and I think it's either a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant prescribes what you need. Mine is a combination of tretinoin, 0.06%, which actually I think we've changed. Clindamycin, which I believe is an antibiotic, at 1%, and azelaic acid, 6%. I think we just recently changed my formula and upped the tretinoin a little bit. Since using this consistently, other than the occasional random breakout, my skin has never looked better. So every month my husband goes, "Are we renewing this?" I said, "We are going to renew this until I die. Like, just assume I will always have a prescription for tretinoin." First, the Age Renewal Super Serum. Had to confirm that. Clearly, I love these. I'm on a third tube that is also almost empty. This has, I think, ceramides, peptides, all the good things you need for anti-aging. Couple of ways to use this. I use this morning and night. I actually add this layer on separately, but you could also take a pump and mix it in with your moisturizer as your last step before SPF. I am taking a pause from this because I'm testing out a new skincare product that kind of has a lot of the same things. The Lancome Genifique Serum, which I'm on as filming this, I think day 3. So a little early to say, but initial just overnight results seem to be very promising. So I'll let you know. But in the meantime, really enjoy this delivery system, honestly, better than the Lancome one. It's an airless pump, which is a lot easier to dispense. And then, this is my absolute favorite, an empty, pretty much empty, tub of the Colleen Rothschild Radiant Cleansing Balm. This is what I use pretty much every night to remove my makeup. Well, first I use Bioderma to take off my eye makeup. I just like that extra step. Then I go over everything again. With this, I've used a ton of cleansing balms. We're gonna talk about another one in just a second. And I always come back to this. And I fondly refer to it as the gateway drug to the Colleen Rothschild brand. It's usually the first product that most people try in her line, and then it opens them up to everything else. I love, love, love mine. It's what I have in my medicine cabinet right now. And I also used up the Colleen Rothschild Triple Defense Sunscreen, SPF 40. It is 100% mineral. It is very hydrating. It works well under makeup. and I have my backup already open and using it, and it's sitting in my medicine cabinet. It's what I have on today. Oh, I found another makeup product. This is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape, and I love this. This is my favorite under eye concealer for mature skin, for people who have dry skin, for people who have fine lines. I have them. I just don't zoom you in close enough to see them. And what I really love about this tube is I started using this in early March 2021. They sent it to me actually before it was even released to the public, so I could try it first. And I just finished this tube within the last week or two. And I already had a second one that I bought. So this lasted 9 months, just one, and I used it every single day. I love it. I swipe it on under each eye. I sometimes draw a little bunch of dashes, like an upside down triangle in the middle and down my nose and on my chin as well. It's not too heavy. It doesn't crease on me. I do set it, but with powder, but I love it. If you were a fan of the original and it was just too heavy and too drying, give the Ultra Creamy a try. Okay, the rest is skincare. One standalone product. This is from the brand Espa, and it was their Yuzu and Ginger Cleansing Sorbet. So basically a cleansing balm. It does smell really nice. There's a teeny little bit left. I guess I'm good. I love the packaging. It's a nice heavy glass jar. I also loathe the packaging because I don't love heavy glass jars in a bathroom when your hands are wet. It's to me like, I can't believe I made it through this whole tub without smashing something. The scent is lovely. I find that this texture is a little too gooey for me. It's easy to overuse it. I always go back and compare it to my Colleen. This one needs to be a little bit emulsified before you put it on your face. This one is just like a tub of slime. I don't know how else to say it. It is lovely. It just isn't to me as great as the Colleen one, and I don't think it removed makeup as well as the Colleen. So I don't hate it. I just have other ones I like better. Okay, the rest is SkinCeuticals, which is a line I very much love and enjoy. Let me get all of it out here. This is the Triple Lipid Restore 242. It is a moisturizer. I pretty much scrape that thing to the bottom. These are very expensive. They're medical grade. They are expensive because one, they are medical grade. Two, there's a lot of research behind each and every one of these products. They are recommended by dermatologists. This Triple Lipid 242 moisturizer was specifically recommended for post-procedural care. I used this when I had that chemical peel that peeled off like an entire layer of skin, and I loved it. It's anti-aging, lipid replacement treatment, 2% ceramides, 4% cholesterol, and 2% fatty acids. If you have dry skin, you have aging skin, you will love this. I will most definitely repurchase this. I just have to get through a few other products, and then this will be back in my medicine cabinet. Along with that, that's generally what I use in the morning. Then in the evenings, I was using the AGE interrupter, basically the age interrupter. And this is described as anti-aging skin treatment to improve the appearance of wrinkles and firmness impacted by advanced glycation end products, also known as age. This is a very nice, intensive moisturizer as well. I don't know why I'm showing you an empty jar. This is an empty jar. I very much like it. Again, super, super expensive, and I'm using some really, really good serums right now in the evenings especially, so I loved this. I would love it as a gift. I don't know that I would necessarily shell out the $100 and something for another one. I would definitely get the Triple Lipid again, but maybe not the age interrupter, just because I'm using so many other great, really intensive treatments in the evening. This is the SkinCeuticals HA Intensifier, and it has, it's a multifunctional serum to help amplify skin's hyaluronic acid levels. It also has purple rice bran, which makes it purple. Use this all up. Basically, the idea is you put this on the areas that you want extra plumping and moisturization. Is that a word? It is now. So I would put it under my eyes, my crow's feet, all the folds. And they also recommend putting this over any kind of injections. So across my Botox, and when I had lip filler, across my lips. It also works just like as a nice little, very subtle lip treatment. and that hyaluronic acid plumps everything up. I love this. This is my second or third jar of it, but I started using the L'Oreal version of this. Not the same formulation, not the same texture, but L'Oreal owns SkinCeuticals. I don't know if that same technology and research that they use in SkinCeuticals hops over to the L'Oreal brand, but I will say I'm really enjoying the L'Oreal version, and it's, I don't know, like $20, might be less, and this is not. This is over $100. So if you want to spend the money, knock yourself out. But so far, I'm really, really liking the L'Oreal one, and I see similar results. Okay, this, I will always buy this, and I know there's a lot of you who are gonna jump in and say, oh, but there's the Timeless serum, or there's this serum, and it's an exact dupe. No, this is the SkinCeuticals Floretin CF. It is part of their vitamin C serum line. The one they're most famous for is the CE Ferulic, which I've used and I love. But the Floretin version is, I believe, I went to an online education class from SkinCeuticals, and I believe that this one is geared more for dry skin. There's another one, Silymarin, that CF, I believe, that is more for oily skin for vitamin C. But this one is also great specifically for hyperpigmentation, which is something I've struggled with. And while I noticed some improvement when I was using the CE Ferulic, it jumped to another level when I switched over to the CF. So this one has 2% Floretin, I do not know what that is, 10% L-ascorbic acid, and 0.5% ferulic acid. And I use this in the morning only, and I already purchased the backup. I believe it's $165, and I will happily keep buying it. It is that good. I can tell you the reason I don't like the Timeless is I have a dear friend, I'm not gonna name her, but she's a big YouTuber here. Her channel's bigger than mine. We have very similar skin types, very similar reactions to things. She tried the Timeless serum. I let her be the guinea pig. It broke her out in cystic acne. I have a similar reaction to a lot of vitamin C products. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Like, I don't need to mess with my skin. This works for me. I cannot risk breaking out in giant cystic acne. Not when I have to be on screen 3 days a week at a minimum. So sticking with the stuff that works. And then the last SkinCeutical product that I really do love, it's the Resveratrol BE, or Resveratrol. It's an antioxidant night concentrate. It has 1% pure Resveratrol, 0.5% bicolin, and 1% alpha tocopherol, or something like that. Resveratrol is great for inside your body, not this, like in wine, and great topically, and I used it up, and I haven't replaced it yet, because like I said, I'm using a million other, not quite, but a ton of other products, and I'm not sure if I missed this or not. And again, pretty pricey, and my skin's been looking really good. So, other than is it that just appeared on my nose, but whatever. I may repurchase this, but at the moment I am not. So now it's empty. Funnily enough, it's the dog toys basket. I needed a basket. So there you go, all empty. I am ready to start over for 2022. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me know if you've used any of these products, and if you have a similar feeling about them, or if you have something else to recommend that's like this, I'd love to know. There's discount codes and all that kind of stuff down in the description box as well. If I can save you some money, I'd prefer that you not pay full price for something. So definitely check. I have discount codes for Colleen Rothschild, Trusted Lab, other things that I didn't mention, but if you are feeling like shopping, go check those out as well. Those are not affiliate codes. They'll just get you like 10% off or something. Anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you had fun. I had fun, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.